Oh yeah.
Hot temperatures and wet birds test the mettle of dogs and hunters at Flint Oak in Kansas. But over the course of the day, we learned to trust one dog in particular whose nose knows. I'm Scott Linden. Find out why it's almost always good to follow the hunter with the longest nose this week as the National Shooting Sports Foundation presents Wingshooting USA. I've titled this episode, Trust the Dog, for reasons that will become apparent very soon. The Brittany on this show is just rock solid when it comes to trusting the dog's nose. Despite the challenges of hot, muggy conditions and a pointer that's a little bit less attentive once in a while, I think you'll enjoy it. Welcome to the program, and if you'd like to learn more about how you might be able to join us on the program with a son or a daughter, then visit wingshootingusa.org. Britt the Brittany may be a little long in the tooth, but still game for a hot, humid day in the field. Jim the pointer is still feeling his oats. He's learning what's what and acquiring valuable field experience with every hunt. In our hot dog competition today, Britt is hunting on behalf of the AKC Canine Legislative Support Fund. Jim's charity is the Bird Dog Foundation. At blackswingandclay.com you can support both groups. More on that later. Let's get to the hunting at Flint Oak. Josh Reed is our handler. Hunting with me is Chris Jarvis, president of Flint Oak.
Chris, Scott, we're just going to head right up this field, right this direction.
Okay. Got it.
Ready?
Do you want us in the field or on the road?
We're going to head that direction, we're going to bust for a while, then we'll jump on some strips.
Okay.
We had a hellacious thunderstorm last night. The ground and birds are soaked, but the temperature is climbing towards 75 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Boy, that was quick.
Now, isn't that interesting because the wind's blowing this way?
Yeah, it's blowing.
Which way do you want to push them?
Guys, we're just going to get on each side of these dogs, push them straight that direction.
Okay.
Oh, right up. Whoa, Jim.
What do you think?
Reload, we'll push right here.
It wasn't the glasses.
All right, let's go. Chris, I'm going to take you to the left side of that tree. Scott, bring you right here.
We're going to get another. Yep.
Boy, I sure wasn't ready. Still had my gun half open and...
Oh yeah. Want to bring her in?
Whoa, Brett. Guys, we'll push the bird right over this dog's nose. Whoa, Jim. There we go, get him. Whoa, Jim, no. No bird, no bird.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it goes.
No bird.
How did we both miss?
Find tips on coping
That's
with
terrible.
wet birds and heavy cover at wingshootingusa.org. Which dog to trust in the heat? The answer's coming up on Wingshooting USA. As you've already seen, the cover is pretty rank there in Kansas, but the dogs are handling it pretty darn good. You'll notice their noses are right into that cover and real close to the birds quite often. The reason is that rank cover, that vegetation, holds the bird scent in, and a lot of times those dogs won't be able to find that scent unless they're right on top of it. I think they've done a good job, and then we can find the birds and the dog thanks to the bells on their collar. If you'd like to find your way to a shot on the show, visit us at wingshootingusa.org. Pretty embarrassing.
I was tempted.
There's the point.
Between Rob and the truck, I had a problem.
We're going to try to sweep this way.
Got it. All right.
Back to the creek. Straight on down behind the creek.
We're not sure here, are we? She is.
Whoa, Jim.
She's right on it. Fly now. Nope, nope, nope.
Good flying bird.
Do you think there's another one?
Good flying bird.
Yes, it did. Twice. Yeah. Right in here, I thought one dropped in. We might have a point here. It's a weird one, but...
Ready, Chris?
Yes, sir.
There you go, bird up, bird up!
There you go.
yeah, she's in the neighborhood. Oh, not with a bird though.
Not with the bird?
But that's generally where it was. I got it marked pretty good.
Yeah. She's right on top of it somewhere there.
Come on, Bree. One of them will find it right in there.
Here's one problem with this heavy cover. Weaker dead bird scent is also locked up in the switchgrass, and a dog almost has to step on the bird to find it. Or we do, and we did eventually, but there were a few distractions.
You should be right on top of it.
We got another birdie dog up ahead.
Yeah, John's gonna cut right up, follow that pointer up, follow his nose.
Okay.
Up.
Oh, no.
I don't know what he
I don't know
thinks.
what that was.
That was, he's just messing with us.
Look out, Matt, the camera guy. On a scorching day like this, you don't want to get between a dog and his bucket. It's at the end of that strip, Jim.
I can't carry enough water for it.
Now, it's back to work, Britt.
Yeah, I thought she was on it, but it's not surprising. Yeah. There's no wind down there.
Got a
Oh
point.
yeah, we got a find over here.
Well, I'm not sure. Now he
he's
is.
sure. He comes up.
Scott, you're gonna have to take this shot because all I can see is grass.
It's gonna go this way. Oh, right. Well, look at the pointer's head.
Whoa, Jim. Whoa.
Or not. Had me going there.
Must be a pheasant. Something's running.
You know, I read recently that the temperature at dog level is about 20 degrees hotter than human head level. It's already 65 for us. Do the math. Then bring more water.
There we go. That was cool. He was just prancing along and then kaboom. Right there. That's what he says.
Whoa.
Britt may be stealing this point out from under Jim, but she does stick with it,
Unbelievable.
unlike the younger pointer.
Here we go.
Lesson learned.
Holy cow.
That was a towering
Man, that was
pheasant.
tight.
Oh, you're the best. You're the best. Give. Good dog. I like this dog. You want to play? You want to play? Yeah. You're good too.
Flint Oak is a family-oriented lodge with a great restaurant, fishing, swimming, and one of the most beautiful sporting clays courses I've ever shot. Try and wangle an invitation. You're invited to watch the dogs cope with rising temperatures. Coming up on Wingshooting USA. Well, have you figured out who rules the roost at the kennel at Flint Oak? Yeah, it's that Brittany. She's in charge, and lucky for us she is. Now the other dog's glad to cooperate and quite often will take orders from Britt, but we're just grateful that she's the one who's finding birds for us, and she's pretty adamant about it. If you'd like to join us, win a shot on the show for you and one of your kids, then visit wingshootingusa.org. Now, see how I'm doing in our training on Buddy and me. Running hell-bent for election is one way to cover territory, but Buddy and I have both learned that sometimes it pays to slow down to find more birds and get better dog work. Buddy, let's go. Wait! Dogs can blow right past birds if they're moving too fast. Start by cutting your own pace. Easy, wait. It's not a track meet. Most dogs will mimic their owner's speed. Wait. Help your dog seek all the birdie spots by moving in a smaller version of his search pattern. If he shows interest, let him work the area thoroughly, even going back to spots that hold special attraction. Remember, you're not after gold medals. When the gun goes off, it's the successful conclusion to the hunt, not the start of a race. Good.
Good girl.
We've got a point, guys. Right over here.
Jim, hey.
Right over here.
Oh yeah.
Jimbo.
He's gonna steal it. Oh yeah. Good boy.
Yet another example of Britt's experience in this rank cover. Fleeting puffs of scent are enough for her to stay locked up. Like her work? Vote for Britt in our Black Swing and Clay hot dog competition. More information later.
There you go. There you go. Way to go, Chris. Oh!
Looks like Jim's learning though.
Oh man.
I
Thanks,
got her.
Chris.
Thank you.
Way to redeem yourself.
Well, kind of embarrassing.
Hey, Jim.
There he is. Yeah.
Dead bird. Dead bird.
I got it.
Hey. Good dog. Dead bird. Good dog. That's about where that one dropped.
Yeah.
Just give them a second, just in case.
All right, Chris, go ahead and walk your bird up. Yeah, that's the one we just shot. All right, Jim. All right, bud. Dead. Dead in here.
He likes it right here.
Dead. Hunt dead. Dead.
They like that.
Yep, there it was.
Good dog.
Little feathers in your nose? All right.
You know, you're gonna have to quit letting her smoke so many cigarettes after work. All right, how about that one? We gotta work that one?
We
Okay,
got that one.
all right.
He would have rather have hunted this morning.
Yeah. Get your pond, girl.
They're ready. Watch that. Ah, isn't that interesting? Oh yeah. That belongs on a calendar.
The problem is wet quail would rather run than fly, and if they fly, it won't be far.
Whoa, bro. Whoa. Whoa. What do you got, bro? What do you got?
Not quite sure, she says. Oh, there it is. There we go. Quail. Both ways.
Dog.
Bang. We got another one in here.
I should have taken that one. I was just afraid Jim was going to
That's all right. 10 steps. Left.
There we go. See that, Chris?
Ah!
God dang, I got to be quicker.
We still got one more at least.
One more?
Right about where the Brit is.
Want to learn more about bird behavior, wing shooting, and dog training? Visit these online resources. Wait till after the show, though, because the best is yet to come. Learn more about my favorite dog breed and the conclusion to our hunt coming up on Wingshooting USA.
Good girl.
One of the things I like most about making this television show is bringing out our hosts into the field. They don't often get to do what their guests enjoy doing every day. I think you'll agree that Chris is having a good time. If you'd like to have a good time, win a shot on the show for you and one of your kids. Visit wingshootingusa.org for all the details. Now, let's take a look at another great dog breed. The German wire-haired pointer's two-layer coat and bushy face protect them from scratches, briars, and cold, and is relatively waterproof. Wire hairs are master trackers with boatloads of prey drive. They were developed when commoners were allowed to hunt as Europe became more democratic. A blue-collar hunter could only afford one dog to find and point birds, fetch on land and water, track wounded game big and small, and live with and protect the family. In Germany, wire hairs hunt everything from birds, ducks, and rabbits to vermin, stag, and wild boar. Here in the States, we primarily use wires on upland game and waterfowl. Learn more about bird dogs and how to win a ton of dog food for one breed rescue group at nativedogfood.com. Now, back to the hunt, where the birds are sopping and the dogs are panting.
There's the point. Oh yeah, I think it's over here. Maybe it'll fly this time.
She might be backing him.
Ready, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
Where'd you go, bud?
Walking. Walking.
Jim, over here, bud. Come on.
It landed right there on the edge.
I bet it's holed up in here.
How can they disappear that quickly?
Jim?
Isn't that amazing? Whoops. She's on point.
Jim, Jim.
Walk right past it.
That's how.
Ready, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Got it? Cool, bro. There goes, guys. There goes, bird. Shot. Pitch it up, Jim.
Good shot, Chris.
Thank you.
Good dog.
Okay, shoulder the tree if you can, Joe.
Good dog. Bring it here, bud. Thank you.
A true team effort.
Good girl. Water?
We need a fire hydrant.
Britt and Jim were both literally hot dogs today, but you have to pick one for a chance at $500 donated to their chosen charity. Workmanlike and honest, Britt hunted for the AKC Canine Legislative Support Fund. Youthful, exuberant Jim hunted for the Bird Dog Foundation. Vote at blackswingandclay.com, and you might win $500 of Cabela's gear. Wingshooting USA is brought to you in part by ESP, Electronic Shooters Protection. Happy Jack, kennel-tested dog remedies. Native, official dog food of Pheasants Forever and Quail Forever. The National Shooting Sports Foundation and wingshootingusa.org. Tritronics, official training collar of Wingshooting USA. Upland Almanac magazine. And Ross Young, artist. Well, did you think Britt was the dog to trust? She sure stuck those birds, even under tough scenting conditions and tropic temperatures. Jim, he's coming around, so I guess all that's left is for us hunters to become better shooters. I'm Scott Linden. Thanks for watching. Next week, join me for big running pointers in Big Sky Country. I'm Scott Linden, and we're chasing Hungarian partridge in Montana as the National Shooting Sports Foundation presents Wingshooting USA.